All right. Well, folks, it's 6 a.m. That's mountain time, by the way. 7 a.m. Central. And there is the sunrise. It's probably 28 degrees. Look at the moon. You see the moon up there? The moon and two planets. We think Jupiter and Venus. But look how flat it is. Look how flat it is. Look how flat it is. That's Highway 160. That's the one we're on. There's a little gravel road I pulled off on. But boy, howdy. And of course, there's our Durango. Pretty trippy. We're in Colorado. Woohoo! Colorado! More later. Here we are in the middle of Colorado, southern Colorado. It's sunrise. There's a mesa, and then there's other mesas right there. I took some pictures of those. Nice sunrise. It's 160 west. What do we do with our stuff that we bought at Walmart?
Yeah.
And we're on road 179.0 through this cattle crossing right here. Water begins to boil. Water is out of boil. Yummy. All right.
Clean up.
What I'm doing here, as you can see, is pressing the water down through the K-Cup. Cup of coffee. Cup of coffee.
Oh yeah, that's good.
And Todd will be my buddy if he opens up those ginger thins. Thanks, Mom. Ginger thins.
Oh yeah.
Something wrong. None of the water seems. The rest of the water doesn't want to come out.
Talk a little bit.
Oh, there it goes.
You got it. Once you get a hiss, you're good.
All right. Let me see.
Get the trash bag.
All right. Alright, we got coffee. I don't know if y'all can see the color of that coffee, but of course we like our coffee with a little sugar and cream. You can see our shadow. There I am dancing. And we're about to drink some coffee and I got a ginger thins. Thank you, Mother. Yummy ginger thin. Ginger thin. Yummy. Ginger thin. Alright. We're GoProing it. I don't know if you can see the mountains with the snow on it, but I'm going to show you over here. We got a stair-step mesa that's in the clouds. I took a picture of it. It's not quite stair-steppy from here as much, but it's that mesa over there. All right. But here we are. We got some really cool cool stuff over here. got cruise set at 67. Oh, look at the mountains out there. More later as we get closer. Top the hill, and I got a surprise for you. There's a beautiful shot of the clouds and the mesa over there. Ooh, that's cool. Very cool. I got to keep an eye on the road. On the road. All right. Check this out. Look at that. Look at those mountains in the distance. All right, here we are. I just want to show you that mesa right there. Okay, the Santa Fe Trail auto tour route. The National Historic Trail, the Santa Fe Trail. Here we are. I just want you to see those snow-covered mountains in the background? Everybody have Todd with. So you can see some of the gold. Still have some of the fall colors around here. All right. Wind's up. There's a lot of wind going on. All right, we're leaving Walsenburg. Watch for wildlife on road. And here we go. We're La Vida 16, Alamosa 73. We are in Colorado. Drive around here, but I want to stay. Okay, 60 mile an hour, 60. Because you never know, they might be driving those little Charger things. State Park and the Walsenburg Golf Course. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's some cool stuff out there. That's where we're headed. More later. All right. Here we are. Just want to show you kind of the vista that we got right now. We're headed that way. And here comes a car, GoPro car. But I want y'all to see this. Ooh, doggies. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Very cool. All right. Now it's snack time. Blueberry?
Yes.
One strawberry, one blueberry. And what say we go with, which one of these? One of each?
Yeah.
All right, we're breaking open the supplies. One of those. Uh-oh, I see my coconut chips. So one of those. And I'm going to bring my Bear coconut up to the front. That shit is the bomb. All right. Look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, more later. All right, just checked a little side road out, but check this out. All right, look at the mountains over there with the snow. Check this out. We're in them. We're in the Rocky Mountains. Look at that, look at that, look at that. How you like this road? All right. Pretty cool, huh? Our departure zone is about, I don't know, a mile and a half that way and then to the right. All right. More later. This is the gorgeous area right here. Look at that. All right. More later as the adventure continues. All right. We're recording again. We've made a stop at a land management thing. Got a really cool, it's called the Old Spanish Trail. Look at this carving. Isn't that cool? Old, what looks like Indian carvings and stuff. Todd's reading the thing, which means I can do the same thing. Man, it's gorgeous out here. But I'll get this other thing. I want to go look at the wagon wheel. And let's see, there's a bull carrying a cart. There is a lady wearing a crown right there. I'm going to look away from the sun for a minute. We're going to come back over here. We're going to look at, oh, wow. Espanola, Taos, Solos, Caliente, Chama, Pagosa, Durango, Del Norte, Dolores, Sand Dunes, Saguache, Delta, Grand Junction, Moab, Castledale, 14. Oh, crud. What a cool little map. Okay, wait a minute. There's something funky here. We'll check this out. There's Utah, and we're actually headed here. This is one of our goals, is right there, Four Corners. What a trip. Las Vegas and LA to the left. Yep, that's cool. All right. And there's our Durango. Let's see here. What does that say? And based on the map, we're right here. Okay. Look at that. This is what I'm coming for. Look at this over here. I'm also going to take some shots here. Yeah. All right. Look at the aspen trees and the rocks. Isn't that cool? All right, here we go. Again, getting off the highway. They're talking about super volcanoes, Colorado's wildcats. But it's down here that I need to walk. Oh, look, check this out. Is that not gorgeous? Wait till you see what I'm walking to, though. There is snow on the ground. 35 degrees in the area right now. You got to be neighborly in this area, but there's a beautiful, beautiful shot. Should still have enough sunlight. You might be able to hear it. I hear it and see it. There it is right there. So what we're going to try to do is get the right spot here. And with the camera, I can knock out the fence. But on autofocus. So I took a shot right here. Yeah. Flash flood. Yeah, it's kind of cool. The combination. Ice is some, and not on some. That's where we came from. Check this out. Got a scenic overlook here. Wow. Look at that. That is unreal. Look at that. Obviously get some shots. Wow, that's a cool valley. All right, good morning. We are outside of Durango, headed west towards Four Corners, and came across this valley. Ooh, doggy. Look at this valley. You can see right at the top of that, this itty bitty little peak, but that's a mountain on the other side. But you can see that where the green stops and the white goes up. We believe that's the aspen tree line. But man, look at that valley. Is that not gorgeous? All right, it is Sunday, and we're headed to Four Corners. We'll be there shortly. More later. Okay, here we are. We're outside of Durango, headed towards Four Corners, and this is the kind of terrain that changes. And you can see we've gone more rocky, more mesa-ish, and we're headed to Four Corners. We're only about, 35 miles from Four Corners at this point. So, but this was our little stopping point for a little breakfast respite. So, more later as we get to Four Corners. All right, we're almost to Four Corners, and we came across a spot where you can see the mountains in the distance. That's the first time I've seen that, but look at this. Whoa, isn't that cool? Look at Todd. Look at that vista view. Look at that thing way out there. Oh, the truck's doing whatever. It's windy. Got that, and that's it for now. Anyway, more later as we head that way, over towards that way to go to Four Corners. We're less than 5 miles from it. More later. Okay, here we are. We're actually in Utah. When we got to Four Corners, oh, by the way, there's the Four Corners. Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, Utah. We went from Colorado into Arizona, up into Utah, where we are right now. We're gonna spend the night in Utah. Hopefully you saw that. I don't know. Probably didn't have it down far enough. Maybe too far. I don't know. But anyway, Four Corners. Been there, done that. It's pretty cool. They were actually setting up. I would have GoPro'd it, but there was a lot of people there, and they were setting up for. Believe it or not, the Today Show is going to be there tomorrow. Al Roker's doing his thing, but check this out. I mean, look at this view. I mean, there's some old mesas and stuff. Check out that. Hello. You can see I'm just doing this on the side of the road. Look at that terrain. Now, check out this. This is, I think, we're headed that way. Ha! There's another. And I think we're headed towards that set of mountains right there. But yeah, it's very interesting. More later. Okay, here we are. We're at Devil's Canyon. There's the aftermath of us taking our stuff out of our camp for our camping excursion. And here is our campsite. We got a fire going. We got supplies we're working on. He just brewed me a cup of hot chocolate. Well, it's one of those things where it's almost too hot to. Yummy. Cooked it with the little MSR. There's a pot he made us up some coffee. There's our Starbucks house blend that we used. There's our lantern, or my lantern. We tied it up with some paracord. Okay, my hammock right now is being protected from the fire. Good. Fire. And there's Todd's tent. Little north face tent. And there's my hammock. Right now it's being protected from the ashes and stuff. Did I say my tent? That's my hammock. My hammock that is being protected with my tarp from the ashes of the fire. You can see the ashes that have fallen already. Possibly. But we're in Devil's Canyon campground. And we're going to spend the night. It's chilly. Let's see how well I can do this. I'm going to put this down. It's our trash bag.
Yep.
All right. Todd is over here with, again, his MSR IsoPro stove. Getting ready to boil some water.
This is our Optimus Crutch stove. It's just an MSR gas can.
I'm going with the Idahoan roasted garlic and Parmesan baby red mashed taters.
With the GSI Soloist cook pot.
There you go. We've already had a cup of coffee and some hot chocolate.
Soon to be more.
We got some onions that are currently being grilled on the onion. Grilled onions on the grill. Yummy. And of course, what's getting ready to go on the grill? Oh, look at that stuff. And we believe it's below freezing. Here's the beer I found that was new. It's called
All you gotta do is go start the car and I'll tell you.
Squatters Chasing Tail Golden Ale. Little IPA-ish, but it's good. Some of Todd's camping supplies. That's like my coffee cup inside.
I have a green one, a blue one, and a red
Oh, okay. Well, then it's not.
one.
Yeah.
Backup and a backup for the backup.
He's got backups to all backups. Anyway, just want to let you guys know we're gathering and cutting wood, and I'm enjoying my squatter's beer.
At Devil's Canyon, Utah.
Steak's good. Obviously, the fire's got to die down a little bit before I can sleep in my hammock because the smoke's just going right towards it. Had hindsight been 20/20, I would have hung my hammock from that tree to that tree. But I didn't. Of course, up in our Durango up there, I don't know if you can see it, but up there we just witnessed another epic collapse of the Dallas Cowboys on XM radio, losing to the Philadelphia Eagles in overtime.
Swine.
Anyway, the Swines have done it. We're going to check out for the rest of the evening here. We're going to chill out. I'm going to drink a few beers, finish this wonderful steak here. Might reheat the onions on this fork. In fact, I might start one right here so you guys can see how I'm going to do it. All right. And that extends. And something like that. Let it warm up right there. A little bit later on, I'll be eating some warm onion again. And so then we're out. Oh, our marker for our tent peg, I made a snowball. See, there's some snow on the ground. I don't know if you see that. I can show it to you tomorrow morning. Those are my handprints. Oh. That was the grate we cooked our steaks on. Good morning. Todd's still in his tent.